Welcome back. You're tuning in with the English version of Mr. Deegoda Kumara's Divine Light Distance Healing Session of 9th January 2021. So let's get started. May the Noble Triple Gem and God's loving blessings be with you all. We welcome you all who are joining in with us today for this Divine Light Distance Healing program. I get so many invitations requesting me to visit many places and temples locally as well as overseas in order to conduct healing sessions. And today I got very emotional seeing one such invitation from Valaskala Raja Mahavihara, and I offer you all my blessings that you will all heal. And I also would like to inform you that as soon as it's possible for us to conduct such a live divine healing session, once the legal issues as well as the current virus situation is settled, we definitely will do so. As of now, there is no other way to conduct a Dew Suwa Sewa live divine healing session or a program other than the occasional healing I do when I meet someone who's suffering on my way somewhere. So as soon as we have permission from relevant authorities and are legally allowed, we are prepared to conduct our massive Dew Suwa Sewa live healing program once again. Therefore, we broadcast these live Divine Lights distance healing sessions monthly online, and we are also aware that so many of you have healed through these sessions. Please note that you can submit your testimonials to us, and we will keep your records with us just like so many others we have received till now. I have been speaking continuously on parapsychology on my past few sermons since the time I started speaking on Kali energy in the universe, as efforts are being taken nowadays to explain and define parapsychology in a scientific perspective. So it is only right that someone who is aware of spiritual power explain it in a spiritual perspective. I do this by sharing this valuable information that is transmitted to me from higher divine powers with all of you. But also need to say that it is like swimming against the current when these kind of things are referred to as myths by a handful of people. There are so many planets in this universe. In these developed planets, there are many intelligent beings who are much advanced than us. It is clear that we are not alone in this universe, and nowhere it is said that we are the only beings in this universe. These beings are advanced and more intelligent by developing their minds and not physical bodies. So these beings cure themselves also by using their mind and carry out other tasks similarly. Recently there was this rumor about some mysterious beings that was seen in southern part of Sri Lanka, and it was said that those who followed them were struck by a single look or a stare by them, which in turn either stopped them in their tracks or made them lose consciousness at once. This, of course, could have been done by the power of their mind. This could be an exaggeration or a made-up story. However, we can imagine or think along these happenings, as even in the teachings of Lord Buddha, it is said about developing one's mind. So as mentioned, these higher beings cure themselves using the mind, and many more, including Arthur C. Clarke, has mentioned the same. You can research these findings online, perhaps in the publications of NASA, and you can gain a huge knowledge about this topic of cosmology and cosmic consciousness. So let us get to the topic of today. I have explained before on a video about our method of healing as the secret spiritual method of medication or healing. So today I hope to continue on the same topic, and later on we move on to practicing Maitri Bhavana or loving kindness meditation. and practically carry out the same method, you know that there's something called the universe. Everything belongs in the universe. The universe has a universal mind. Even Lord Buddha has confirmed that there's a universal mind by referring to it as the universal consciousness. So the universe has a mind. Lord Buddha has mentioned that the mind is superior than everything else. Let's go to another point. In Majjhima Nikaya as well, Lord Buddha mentions that universal consciousness is supreme. The entire universe is inhabited by something, and that is universal consciousness, which is supreme. Therefore, the mind is superior and universal consciousness is supreme. Now, we can see the relation between the two. So, one can develop the mind to a supreme status and become one with universal consciousness. And Lord Buddha says that universal consciousness itself is nirvana. So it is quite clear then what one needs to do in order to attain nirvana. It is by developing the mind to become supreme from a superior status that one can achieve or attain the status of nirvana. Let us now see how the mind is related to ailments and diseases. So, what are the things that belong to the universe? Let us not just show everything else that is around us and think a bit beyond that. Let us show our entire selves. Lord Buddha has mentioned that the universe is in one's own body as well. Everything including these lights that are directed at me, the computers, the people, my clothes, the chair I sit on, everything is the universe. If you break down this matter in a scientific way to see what particles they are made up of, then you will find that it's made up of neutrons, electrons, and protons, which means it is an energy, or all this is made out of universal energy. On the other hand, if you take a human body, it is made out of 5 key elements: Patavi or earth element, Apo or water element, Tejo or fire element, Vayo or air element, and Akash or ether. But for it to become a living being, you need one more element. That is consciousness. So there's an element that is separate from the 5 key elements. Why wasn't the 6th element not included in this? Because consciousness does not belong in it, as it is a common element. So when consciousness is active in it, then it becomes alive. And when consciousness is removed, then the 5 elements become lifeless. These 5 elements contain energy of the universe. Let me add one more thing into this mix. It is the current virus that we speak of. This virus is also a part of the universe. If you keep breaking it down to its particles, you will find that it is also part of universal energy. These energies have good intentions, or bad intentions, or a slight mind-like nature. Whether it's cells or the virus, when the nature of its mind becomes negative, then it becomes evil or sinful. Just like you, when your mind becomes negative, you get angry, sinful, and evil. Similarly, in every cell there is an energy field. In every cell there is an energy that is active, and that is universal energy. That is why when you break it down into particles, there is only electrons, protons, and neutrons that are different energy levels. This energy is in the virus as well. This energy contains a slight consciousness. Even this virus is part of the universal consciousness, although it is being energized. by negative, evil, and sinful thoughts from somewhere. These are so delicate, and one can say there's no mind or thoughts associated to these delicate things. Please understand, I'm not explaining about something that is operated by someone's mind, but a universal mind. You must be knowing, or medical doctors, or scientists, and those who did research or experiments on this would know that the virus changed its pattern of attack at different stages until its hatred or sinful nature still remains. The virus will attack and find alternative ways of attacking when its path is blocked in some way. However, when one is able to take away its hateful, sinful, evil nature, then the virus becomes powerless. When such a powerless virus enters a body, it will be neutral and will not be able to harm. There is a method to neutralize the negative energies in the world. Some people's minds are full of anger and hatred. Some cells are also full of anger and hatred, meaning they become poisonous. Such cells can cause even cancer, as the cells become poisonous. Kidney failures and other pains and aches can also happen due to this reason. So if one can neutralize this poisonous nature or curb it, then the problem will be solved. So what is the method to neutralize such a condition? By way of medication is one such method. Imagine someone who's full of hatred and anger. One can give him or her medication. But can the hatred be taken away with the medication? No. But of course can get him to sleep or even to end his life with it. But it won't end there. The only method that works is a method of Lord Buddha. Please don't think I'm disrespectful towards other religious leaders. No, I respect all religious leaders. I highlight Lord Buddha's teachings as it is relevant in this case. Only love can drive out hate. Hatred cannot defeat hatred. Hatred can be defeated only with loving kindness. This is why we practice loving kindness meditation and let everyone benefit from it. If there's anything that's activated with hatred and evil in the universe, then the only method to neutralize it is with the power of loving kindness. Loving kindness is an energy. When you create loving kindness thoughts, its vibration spreads throughout the universe. When we think of something using our mind and pass it on to the heart mind as a thought with feeling, may all heal without any resistance. If you can create such a thought in the purest of forms, it creates a vibration throughout the universe. That is why it is said that pure thoughts can bring you luck, as it comes back to you. So in the past, we have been sending poisonous, bad energies out into the universe. I think our land did this at the highest of levels. I am not referring to you in our Dew Suwa family, but the majority. When you send out a positive energy out into the universe, it can neutralize negative energies of the universe and it can balance it out. If the universe does not maintain this balance, then the universe can be destroyed. If it doesn't balance out throughout the planet Earth, then the Earth also can be destroyed. This destruction is under control now, thanks to the mostly hidden rishis and yogis in our country, as well as in the world, who quietly release loving kindness and positive energy out into the universe. Today we can happily say that in many temples too, this is being carried out successfully, which needs to be admired and praised. Even those who lead normal family lives as well do the same, sometimes successfully, together or with us in groups as well. In this method, what we do is release an energy. I explain these things as some of you ask for scientific explanations into these things very often. Let me tell you this while we speak on the topics of science and God. When it comes to offering blessings to people or someone or to a couple, our ancients always said, God bless you, because they are wise and intelligent and not because they were uneducated. They never said, may the physical sciences protect you, or may the blessings of physical sciences be with you. If you imagine a strange figure when we say God bless you, then of course that's due to your poor knowledge. God's blessings is a positive vibrations blessings that inhibits the entire universe. Those who reside within the positive vibrations of the universe or the divine nature are called divine beings. But please don't forget that there is only one power in the universe. That is divine power. Universal consciousness, God, the divine, Almighty God, Tao, Allah, universal energy. You can use any of these names. The Creator. You can use these names, but please do so respectfully. It is said not to disrespect God. The reason is that this consciousness that spreads throughout the entire universe, the same thing Lord Buddha referred to as universal consciousness, is an extremely kind entity, and it is also something glorious. If something is glorious, then it has to be something extremely and genuinely kind. Lord Buddha as well is a great example of someone glorious. Divine beings are also glorious because loving kindness, compassion, empathetic joy, and equanimity qualities in them are metta, karuna, mudita, and upekkha. So, where do these four divine virtues belong? The only place where all these four virtues, metta, karuna, mudita, and upekkha, can be applied is the universal consciousness. So if you want to become one with the universe, if you want to attain supreme bliss of nirvana, as in the teachings of Lord Buddha, develop your mind into that supreme state, and here is the method of doing that. If you live according to these four divine virtues of Buddhism, metta, loving kindness, karuna, compassion, mudita, empathetic joy, and upekkha, equanimity, and accept that that itself is life, and put ego aside and diminish ego completely, you achieve the status of Brahman. That is why these four virtues were called Satara Brahma Viharana, or the four Brahma Viharanas. There is also a belief that one can be born in Brahmaloka by living as per these four virtues. Someone like Lord Buddha, who doesn't value being born as a Brahma or being born as divine beings, and values only the supreme status of nirvana, we can make out that by these four virtues, Lord Buddha was guiding us towards achieving that supreme status of nirvana. So, if you take this pandemic, which is spread throughout the world, It is not an easy task to control it or curb it by treating it with medicine here and there. I am not saying that it cannot be cured with medicine. But when you treat and cure a couple of people in one place, you hear that a dozen is infected in some other place. So there needs to be a method to control this or curb it as a whole, whether during the same time as treatments are carried out with medication or beyond that. So this is the method that will be prominent by 2028. There will be even bigger pandemics in future. So the only method or way to curb such situations and to control is by neutralizing the sinful, evil, negative energy field that's full of hatred in them. As you know, cells have energy. That's why they are referred to as live cells. And cells that don't have energy are called dead cells. So is the virus. When it is said that the virus needs to be killed, it also gives a sign that the virus is alive, meaning the virus has an energy field. However, the energy is negative in nature. That's why it attacks a society with hatred. Why and how? Because it was nourished and energized with the same energy that we sent out to the universe. Whether personally, as groups, or through media, we have sent out mostly negative, angry, greedy energy out to the universe, which is poisonous and bad. So we get back in return similar negative energy in various ways. So it is not wise to believe that these disastrous pandemics and other things are not brought by nature. Nature is the expressive outlet of the universe. So the correct answer is that this was brought by the universe. The universe returned what we put out there back to us with interest. It's like karma. Actually, in Sri Lanka, the majority of its population are healthy. Also in India, when you compare with the population, the numbers of infections can also be considered relatively not that high. Reason being, both are spiritual countries. Even the worst person has a bit of loving kindness and compassion in their mind. It's also due to the land of Lord Buddha that we live in. But if we continue to send out negative energies, as we have been doing a lot in the recent past, then our land will be the first one to be destroyed. Even today, I have so many difficulties to continue on this spiritual healing service that we do. Some requested me to charge money for it, and I did not agree to it. There are others, and such things that can be considered as harassment that is being done too. Just see where, in which book can you find this exact method. I'm not talking of the knowledge gained through books. I speak of wisdom. Sir Isaac Newton did not introduce gravity when it was written about in books. Similarly, sometimes you hear things for the first time from me. If it resonates with you, then take it. If it does not, then leave it. But don't forget that it is spiritual science that's going to be prominent in future, above and beyond everything else, especially after 2028.
බුද්ධියෙන් විමසලා බලන්න. කොයි පොතේද තියෙන්නේ කියලා මගෙන් අහන්න එපා. පොත් ගැන මගෙන් අහන්න එන්න එපා. ඔබට තියෙන්නේ මෙතනයි. මම දැනුමයි බුද්ධියයි ගැන නෙවෙයි කතා කරන්නේ ප්‍රඥාව ගැනයි. පොතක ලියලා නෙවෙයි අයිසෙක් නිව්ටන් තුමා මේ ගුරුත්වාකර්ෂණය කියලා කිව්වේ ඊට කලින් පොතක ලියලා තිබුණා නෙවෙයි. ඒ වගේ තමයි මමයි සමහර වෙලාවට පළවෙනි වතාවට කියන්නේ. ඔබට මේ ගෝචර නම් ගන්න නැත්නම් ඉවත් කරන්න. ඒක තමයි මම කියන්නේ. මොකද එහෙම කට්ටියක් ඉන්නවා.
Even when you treat a vehicle in a loving, kind manner, it will treat you back in a loving, kind manner. Similarly, you can heal your own diseases with loving kindness energy. By removing or neutralizing the poisonous energy field in your cells, you can make it harmless. You may have seen or have experienced that after we bless, holding the hand against tumors and such ailments, you can see in the scan images after that these tumors either have stopped developing or have become harmless, and the person can carry out day-to-day tasks as normal. If you ask, yes, the tumor may still be there, but it is not active. After some time, it will go off on its own. But we deactivated the energy field of the tumor. I do this with my spiritual power, and you can do this as well with your loving kindness thoughts. Forget the past. The last few seconds also belong to the past. Similarly, forget the future. The very next moment also belongs to the future. So, stay in the present. Firstly, if you have any thoughts full of anger, then please think of those. Then think that it's useless. It will not last. No thought will remain the same forever. These are temporary. Things change every second in this life. Firstly, offer loving kindness thoughts towards others. It goes out into the universe and then it comes back to you in return and take away the poison or the hatred out of your own cells. You know now that trees and plants have a mind of its own. It was found using a machine called crescograph by the Indian scientist called A.C. Bose, who also was given a Nobel Prize for it. So please don't question on this fact. Similarly, everything else has a slight mind of its own. Since it's so delicate, most of the time, it cannot be detected using any such machine. So when this becomes poisonous, one can fall sick. When the cells or the virus become poisonous, this can happen too. So we make an intention for the sinful evil nature of the virus be disappeared. Then it becomes powerless and empty. It will not be poisonous then. So it cannot cause any harm. This is our method. It's a spiritual method. It is also the method that was taught by Lord Buddha. No one can avoid it. Therefore, it was advised to use by Lord Buddha in order to curb and control the plague and disease in the town of Vishala, as this method is a suitable one to heal as a whole. No one can avoid it. Therefore, it was advised to use by Lord Buddha in order to curb and control the plague and disease in the town of Vishala, as this method is a suitable one to heal as a whole. By reciting Ratana Sutra and creating the loving kindness vibration, this is how the delicate negative and evil energies of the bacteria and viruses were neutralized. When Anandathera went about town reciting the Ratana Sutra and sprinkling holy water from the alms bowl. No other method like nowadays was used, such as cleansing with smoke or sanitizers. Nor did Jivaka, the famous physician, and his team go behind to inject people with medications or to offer them any sort of medicated syrup or any other herbal medications. As it cannot be solved in such personalized methods, Lord Buddha provided with this spiritual method that can be used to heal all as a whole. We cannot dismiss these things. So please think carefully about what I say. It would be really good if some system is implemented to offer loving kindness thoughts towards the entire universe. If it can be done, perhaps even organized by the government, it would be very good to get rid of hatred amongst people. As I believe it can help heal the disease as well as help the government to further develop the country and its economy. If we are asked to assist in such a cause, we would be happy to help. What we want most of all is to make this universe, especially this land, a land of loving kindness. So let us get ready to do this practically now. Please take a 2-minute break, and when you are back, kindly be seated comfortably. Those who are ill can keep your left palm on the area where you have a pain or the ailment, as the palm is the most sensitive area in our bodies. If it is not possible to keep a palm that way, then keep your palms facing upwards like this, especially those who are with me today who have developed their minds and have experience doing this. You can use any mudra you are used to, or just hold your palms facing upwards. Until we meet again in 2 minutes, may the Noble Triple Gem and God's loving blessings be with you all.
තෙරුවන් සරණයි දේපීටයි ඔබ
May the
ඇවිල්ලා
Noble Triple Gem and God's loving blessings be with you all.
ඊළඟට
I believe you're back and are seated comfortably by now.
ඒ ඇත්තොන්ට අපි දෙව්
There are so many of you joining us from all over the world, and especially for them, we are now broadcasting our programs in English from Dew Suwa Sewa Europe channel.
භාෂාවෙන් වෙනත් විදේශ භාෂාවලින් සකස් කරන්න ලොකු
I would like to say, please make use of it, as many requested for our programs to run in English, as they wanted to share the content with those who did not understand Sinhala or do not understand Sinhala. So now you have the chance to share our content with almost anyone with your preferred language.
කරලා අපි තියෙනවා ඔබට. එතකොට ඒක
Just activate subtitles on each video on Dew Suwa Sewa Europe channel and select your preferred language, and you will be able to see subtitles on the bottom of your video screen.
හොඳයි අපි
They have also published instructions how to activate subtitles, through which you can easily learn how to activate it.
වෛරී චේතනාවෙන් අපිත් එක්ක ඉන්න අය නිදහස් කරන්න.
So let us now prepare and release the hatred in our minds towards others.
විශේෂ ශක්තියක් විදිහට එකතු වෙලා යන කවදාරි කට්ටිය
We will one day become one with the universe, and it is rather a short time we are on this planet Earth. So please release any hatred towards others.
පහසුවෙන් වාඩි වෙලා ගන්නවා.
So we are now seated comfortably.
අත හො දකුණු අත තියා ගන්නවා.
Keep your left palm on the area where you have a pain or ailment.
ඒ විශ්වයේ කොටසක් බව
You can switch hands when uncomfortable.
පපුවේ නම් අමාරුව තියෙන
If you have a child
හෘදයේ
or a pet next to you, then hold your palm against the child or the pet and think that it is part of the universe.
විශ්ව ශක්තිය නැත්තම්
If you have the ailment in your chest or your heart, please think that it is part of the universe as well.
එළියේ තියෙන අවකාශයේ තියෙන වාතය.
It is an area where there is universal energy.
ඔබේ නෙවෙයි. ඔබේ ශරීරය තුලින්
Universal energy is present in the entire universe, and the energy is everywhere.
ඔබේ ශරීරය තුල ඔබේ හැමතැනම තියෙන
For example, let's say we breathe in air.
කියන එක මට තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ මොකක්ද කියලා.
You breathe in the air in the space around us.
තියෙනවා විශේෂ ශක්තිය. විශ්ව ශක්තිය කැඳවන්න දෙයක් නැහැ.
This air doesn't belong to you.
ඔබ තුල ක්‍රියා
It goes in and out of your body
බල ගන්නලා නැති
and also through the person next to you.
අර ක්‍රෝධ
So it is common.
මේ ශක්තිය අඩපණ වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. මේ ශක්තිය
That was just an example, but similarly, universal energy is active and present everywhere.
ලයිට් එකට ශක්තිය.
This is the same energy you have in your body.
එකට තියෙන ශක්තිය නිසා මාව පේනවා.
However, I do not understand what these weird exercises of inviting universal energy done by some people. There are other energies outside of us.
ශක්තිය ඒක
However, universal energy is something that you do not need to call towards you, as it is present everywhere.
එතකොට
It's in you, it flows through you
වෙනස් ක්‍රමයක
and around you, and it's active in you.
කිව්වා මට ලොකු රාජකාරියක්.
However, you need to empower it in order to do something with it.
පුරුදු පුහුණු කරලා
Why? Because of things like anger and hatred, this energy is depleted.
ඒක තමයි මේ කරන්නේ.
However, if you can purify it from this negative energy, then it can become powerful.
වලින් ධාරණය කරගන්න. මට තාමත් ඒ පළවෙනි කොටස විතරයි
Just like this light directed at me, which has power. With the power, when it is lit, you can see me.
මෛත්‍රිය බලය
However, if that energy is blocked, then you will not be able to see me.
තියෙන බලයට වඩා ලක්ෂ සංඛ්‍යාවක්
Similarly, as you have blocked the energy within you, it is not being properly activated in you.
බලන්න මුළු විශ්වයේ සියලුම දෙනා
If it is properly activated, then you will not fall sick. Why? The active energy is positive.
සියලුම රෝග දුරු වේවා.
When the four divine virtues is applied in your life, it is the loving kindness energy that you use.
වෛරස තුල තියෙන විෂගති
So you know about Maitri Bhavana or loving kindness meditation.
කියමින්
But today we practice it in a different way.
තමන් ආයයි කියා
I just told someone the other day that I have a duty on this earth to guide and teach you how to apply these 4 divine virtues, metta, karuna, mudita, and upekkha, and to help bring you towards the path to achieving the status of Brahman. That's exactly what I'm doing right now. You have a duty as well to understand this and apply it as well. I'm still speaking of metta or loving kindness meditation, and I still have 3 more topics to cover. So let us learn this as fast as we can. Maitri or metta or loving kindness thoughts and vibrations have more power if its blessings are directed at you by thousands of people rather than by just one person or your own mind. When you offer blessings to the universe, others in the universe in turn offer you all of their blessings too. Why? When we offer blessings, we say, may all those around be healed. May all in this universe be free of ailments. May they all be free of sorrow. May all cells be healthy and free of hatred and poisonous negative energy. May the viruses be free of hatred and poisonous negative energy. May everyone be free of pain. This is what we say when we practice loving kindness meditation. So now you're aware of this and you can say this in your own language. No need to use the exact words I use. In addition to that, we know that our fingertips are also sensitive to the universe. So is the mind. It is also sensitive. The heart is also sensitive. So when I offer you my blessings like this with my palms turned towards you, you also can raise your palms towards your screen and connect with me. So let us begin. I will guide you at the beginning aloud. Then you can repeat this in your mind, quietly. When I stop guiding loud, you can continue repeating this in your mind. Please think of the negative, evil, sinful thoughts or the bad energy in the universe, that is, in the viruses, bacteria, in atoms, etc., and offer blessings that may those bad energies be neutralized and be free of its poisonous nature. So let us start. May everyone around me be free of ailments. May they be free of sorrow. May all be healed. Close your eyes. May everyone in the universe be free of all kinds of ailments. May they be free of sorrow. May all be healed. May all minds be healed. The mind operates through all your cells. May those minds be free of hatred and bad energy and be healed. May those cells be filled with loving kindness. May they be positive. May all germs, bacteria, and viruses be free of hatred. May they be powerless. May the minds of everyone in the universe be free of hatred, be free of anger, free of the poisonous nature. May all your weaknesses disappear. May all mental blocks be removed. May the bad energies become neutralized. All ailments will become healed. I truly intend from my heart May all the bad energies everywhere be removed. My intention is powerful. With everyone gathered today, we nourish and empower the universal mind with massive loving kindness vibrations. May the entire universe be healed, be free of sorrow, and be healed. May the entire universe be nourished and empowered with our loving kindness, compassion, and love. May all beings in the universe and all of their cells and places and all energies be purified. May all bad energies be neutralized. May all bad energies that are active in our land be healed with our loving kindness vibrations. Anger is a disease. So is hatred. May they be healed. Healing is being neutralized. The solution is loving kindness. The current virus is in an unhealthy status. It is full of anger. It is a sick virus. May the ailment of the sick virus be healed. May the anger in the sick virus be removed. May it be neutralized. It will be neutralized. Our cells also fall sick due to anger, hatred, greed, jealousy, and due to such bad energies. May those energies go away, and may those cells be healthy once again, and be free of sorrow, and be healed. May all ailments from head to toe be healed, be free of sorrow, and be healed. May the pandemic be free of its hatred and poisonous nature, be neutralized, and be healed. May the sick virus be free of hatred and the poisonous nature of it, with the power of our loving kindness. May it be neutralized. May it not get activated. May this unlimited loving kindness nature in our minds be in every other delicate mind that is full of hatred. Also in the delicate mind of the virus. May this loving kindness nature and compassion be in our sick cells as well. May there be peace and be healed. A mind that is compassionate and loving and kind in nature is a healthy mind. We at this moment have a healthy mind, healthy emotions, healthy thoughts. May all minds in the universe have these healthy thoughts. may it transmit through me.
ස්වභාව තුළ ඇති වේවා. මා තුලින් එය ආරෝපණය වේවා.
May this energy be used to prevent all sorts of disasters.
ශක්තිය උපකාරී වේවා.
May you be free of any head-related ailments, eye-related ailments, mental problems. May all neck-related pains be healed. May those who suffer with ailments such as cancer be completely healed. May the affected cells be neutralized. Cancerous cells are sick cells, and may they be healed. May those cells be healthy. Every cell is a live cell. Every germ, every virus, and every bacteria is a live being. May they be healthy and be healed. Every germ, virus, bacteria is a live being. May they be healthy and be healed. May those disastrous thoughts be positive. May these thoughts transmit through us. May loving kindness emotions transmit to those areas of our bodies and be neutralized. May all stomach-related issues, kidney issues, and all pains and aches, paralysis conditions, nerve system-related diseases, hearing issues, karma-related ailments, and other physical complications, accident-related conditions, and extreme conditions due to erroneous medications, as we have been informed of many such cases recently, and those who are hospitalized, all be healed. May they be free of ailments. May those cells be healed with the energy of our loving kindness. Be free of sorrow and be healed. Be healed. Open your eyes now. Raise your palms towards the screen. Till now as well, I offered you all my blessings. You may have felt some things by now. I offer blessings that may all your material expectations as well be successful. May those who wish to conceive children fulfill their innocent wishes. May infants be healthy, free of sorrow, and be healed. You may open your eyes if you wish, or keep them further closed, and raise your palms. Through your palms, you are connected to the universe. All those who join today with us are now in loving kindness thoughts and have raised their palms too throughout the universe. This way, you all are connected to each other and also to me. This thought will be empowered and will be redirected at all of us again. The unseen divine beings as well are connected with us, and their loving kindness thoughts are even more powerful than our own. Also of the rishis. So these thoughts are more powerful when it's empowered with their thoughts, and that's why so many are healed around the world during this program. May all your ailments be healed for good. Pain will completely disappear at this moment. Completely. Eye-related, ear-related issues will all be healed with this powerful loving kindness vibrations. Bad energies will be neutralized, and there will be new healthy cells. Old cells will be removed. It will happen in an instant. Cartilage will grow back again in an instant. Cartilage is a creation of the universe. All your organs are creations of the universe. May all be free of ailments, be free of sorrow, and be healed. Okay, now open your eyes and take about 3 deep breaths. This is actually a guide and a practice, so please add this to your daily routine for at least 15 minutes a day. This is a powerful thing. No need to follow this exactly at the same time as the live program, so even if you miss it due to work, etc., you can later on follow this program, and the power of it will remain the same. The program can be practiced even on a later date, as the Dharma facts are timeless. Just as how Dharma facts and teachings and sutras of Lord Buddha still remain powerful. So this program is basically a guide, and you are the one practicing loving kindness meditation. So anytime you can connect with this program and benefit from it by following the program on the internet, or even practice it without it. We omitted today the word "may I heal," as the moment we use the word "I," then the power of loving kindness energy becomes weaker due to ego when it comes to this practice, as we send out these vibrations to the universe and get it back as a benefit. So, when everyone from around the world offer you blessings, may you heal, it is more powerful than you yourself wishing it for your own self. So, to all of you who join in individually or as groups from temples and homes, I offer you
මේ
all
දැක්කේ අර
blessings of the
අලුත් කෙනෙක් කෙනෙක්
universe,
සුවපත් වෙන
as
විදිහට
well as
ඒක
my
මතක් කරලා
blessings, and
ලෝක
also the
පුරායින කට්ටිය
blessings of the
ලෝක
divine
ඉවරයි.
beings.
ඒවට දැන් අර
Please offer
කාටත්
thanks and
තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ අනිත්‍ය
gratitude to
අනිත්‍ය
the
කියන්න
divine
බැරුව ඒකෙන් යට
beings
ගිහින් ඉවරයි.
who offered us
දැන්
their
හේතු දුන්න
blessings,
කෙනා කිව්වා
and to
හේතු
those who
දුන්න
made
දෙවියෝ
this
ඔය ඇවිල්ලා
possible,
කිව්වේ කියලා. එතකොට
as
ඒක
well as to the
හරියන්නේ නැහැ.
divine beings who
නිර්මාණය
trained
කරපු
and
කෙනා කිව්වා
offered us the
ඊළාට
guidance
මිස් කරන්න.
how to carry
ඒ
out
නිසා අපි
this
ඒ
noble
ඇත්තන්ට ඒ
task.
ඇත්තන්ගේ බලාපොරොත්තු ඉෂ්ට සිද්ධ
Please
වේවා
do this
කියලා
according to
අපි
your
මේ
religious
ලොවටම මෛත්‍රී
practices.
කිරීමෙන් ලබා ගත්තා වූ පින අනුමෝදන්
So,
කරනවා.
Buddhists can join in with
මගෙත්
me
ඒක
in
විහිදුවන්න
thanking Lord
කරන්න.
Vishnu
ඒ නිසා
and
ඒ
Goddess
ඇත්තන්ට ඒ
Mahabhadrakali
ඇත්තන්ගේ
Mani,
බලාපොරොත්තු ඉෂ්ට සිද්ධ වේවා
and the
කියලා
baseless
අපි
claims
මේ
that these
ලොවටම
things are
මෛත්‍රී කිරීමෙන්
myths
ලබා ගත්තා
are
වූ පින
not valid
අනුමෝදන් කරනවා.
anymore, as you all
මගෙත්
can
එක්කම
see
කියන්නේ.
that there are unseen divine forces who help us overcome these difficulties and difficult times. Let us wish that may the divine beings achieve all what they intend to achieve successfully.
ආකාසට්ඨා ච බුම්මට්ඨා දේවානාගා මහිත්‍තිකා පුඤ්ඤන්තං අනුමෝදිත්වා චිරං රක්ඛන්තු ලෝක සාසනං චිරං රක්ඛන්තු දේශනං චිරං රක්ඛන්තු මං පරන්ති ලෝකා සමස්තා සුඛිනෝ භවන්තු.
May the Noble Triple Gem
තෙරුවන්
and
සරණයි
God's loving
ජය
blessings
ජයයි.
be with you all.